Hello children, I am your science ma'am speaking. Now we are seeing the lesson number 4, push and pull. All the physical actions that we do in our day-to-day life has an effect. All our physical actions involve the use of either a push, a pull or both. We push to move something away from us. We pull to move something towards us. A push or a pull applied on an object is called force. So, what is the first effect of force? Force can cause an object to start or stop moving. Force can also cause an object to move faster or slow down. So, if a force is applied on a stationary object, it can cause it to move fast or slow. For example, when push force is applied fastly, the cycle moves fast. The same, when these girls apply more force while playing, they can rotate very fast. The same way, push and pull force is applied in the seesaw. Here also the same. When a force is applied on a moving object, it may cause the object to either move faster or slow down. Here also the same. Now let us discuss effect 2. A force can make a moving object change its direction. Now, by seeing this image, you can easily observe that a force can make the object move in the opposite direction. This image could clearly able to understand. Now, let us see the smile with the signs. So, you can see a baby played in a ball tub. When his mother says that playtime is over, let me pull you out, the baby cries and says not to force me to pull out. So, the effects of force on the shape of an object. Now, let us learn the effects of force on the shape of an object. When a force is applied on an object, it can change the shape of the object. For example, rolling a ball of roti dough, when the dough is pressed and rolled using a rolling pin, the round dough ball becomes flat. This change in shape is due to the force applied by the rolling pin on the dough. So, by this we can able to learn the third effect of force. A force applied on an object can change the shape of the object. So, by seeing this picture, we can easily understand that by giving force, the shape of the object can be changed. For example, by crushing a tin, by pressing the dough, by squeezing the lemon, by blowing the balloon, by applying some force on the pot. Here, the stretching the rubber band, pressing the sponge, by squeezing the spring. And here also you can easily understand by wearing your socks, the shape of the socks will be changing. By pressing the cream, it changes its shape. The bow and arrow also changes. So now here is an activity. It's a creative activity that you have to do by yourself. The look beyond activity. Imagine that you are a superhuman. you have the power to change the shape of our planet by applying force. So you become a superhuman and you got the power to change the shape of our earth planet by applying some force. So the questions given here are, which shape would you change our planet? And how would you do it? So here for these questions you need to write the answer by yourself. So you can present what shape you are going to change our planet Earth and how will you doing it. So after completing this activity, you can draw the picture of the shape what you have changed in the space given here. And you can explain it how you have changed. Now we have 4.10 assessment activity. Think and ink. Now you need to observe the given images. Each image shows the effect of force on object when we perform certain actions on them. Now we need to complete the table by describing the force applied on each object and its effects. Now let us discuss one by one. The first picture given here is a man is making a pot. So what is the force applied here? Both a pull and a push forces applied by the potter on the wet clay. So what will be the effect of force? The shape of the wet clay changes into a pot. Now we can discuss the second image. You can see a lady is cutting the tomato. So what happens for the change? What happens for this? A push force is applied on the tomato using the knife. So what will be the effect? The shape of the tomato changes when it is cut into smaller pieces. The next image, a man is swimming. A pull force is applied by the swimmer to pull the water backwards. So because of this, the swimmer can move forward. The next image, pressing a nail. A push force is applied on the nail using the hammer. The effect is the nail presses the wood. Next, you can see typing on the keyboard. A push force is applied on the keys. The keys move and help us to type. Next, playing with the clay. So both push and pull forces are applied on the clay. The clay changes its shapes and gets molded. Next image, squeezing the paste from the toothpaste. A push force is applied on the toothpaste tube. The toothpaste gets squeezed and pushed out of the tube onto the brush. So a force can cause a stationary object to move and can make a moving object go faster, slower, or change its direction. Force can also cause a change in the shape of the object. So these are the three effects of force which we have learned from this lesson. Now we can complete the concept map. A push or a pull applied on an object is called force. So what happens when force is applied on an object? We push to move something away from us. We pull to move something towards us. So when force is applied on an object, it has an effect. So what are the effects? It changes its shape or by the movement. Now let us discuss with an example. A sponge changes its shape when squeezed. The same in the movement may cause an object to move faster or slow down, or it may change the direction of an object. Now let us give an example for the movement and the direction. So, for the faster or slow down, the example is when a swing is pushed harder, it moves fast. For the change of the direction, a moving ball is kicked to change its direction. So the force you might have learned clearly. Thank you, children.